Hi, welcome aboard. It is Thursday. It's time for the drop. We're here at Cactus Music World Headquarters. I'm Ruben Dominguez. This is Quinn Bishop, and he has a list because we're talking new music.
Yeah, and today's a special edition of the drop because we are going to talk about record store day releases
Coming
for
up.
Black Friday.
I love
next Friday.
Shop
And,
till you drop, baby.
Shop till you drop. It's always a good bag of stuff coming out, and let's kick it off. But we're going to talk about an in-store happening today.
Oh, in-store performance right here.
Here
What does it
at
cost
Cactus.
to? What does it cost to attend one of these in-stores here at Cactus Music?
It's still free.
Wow,
Still free.
bang for your buck, people.
And beverages provided by the St. Arnold Brewing Company. And
What time is this?
at 5:30 today.
Come on.
And very cool band from LA. I mean, look how rocking is. I mean, that's rocking right there. But they're going to be doing an intimate acoustic performance on the Cactus stage. And the show is 21 and over. So this is for a lot of people that are big music fans that are a little younger. This is your opportunity to see them. We're the gig.
It's
at Cactus
fantastic,
Music.
man.
You can meet them afterwards, get an autograph, say hello. And this is their first record for a major label. And I think they're really going places.
There's been buzz about these guys for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see that they do have the major label release from Los Angeles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
I love the guitar player. He's got his own kind of vibe happening. I always forget his name. But yeah, I would love to see this. I might come back here. You might see me.
There you go. Come on down. It's going to be a lot of fun.
You might see me.
So we're going to talk about record store day releases, but we're going to talk about one that is not a record store day release, but just happens to be coming out on Black Friday, and that is the Tom Petty Live at the Fillmore 1997. Look how cool this album art is, in keeping with classic poster art from the 70s. So the deal is, Petty and band did in 1997 did a 20 consecutive night.
I remember that.
Round of shows. They called themselves the house band of the Fillmore.
That sounds exhausting.
It does. But so what they did was they took an opportunity to bring in a bunch. Obviously, they're a killer band. Took an opportunity to invite a bunch of friends, guests to appear with them, like Roger McGuinn of the Byrds, John Lee Hooker, and they really filled the set with a lot of covers. And this record, and this is finally coming out. It was a radio broadcast. One of the shows was, but this is the first time the whole thing's been available.
Right.
It's available as a 4 CD, 6 CD for the whole shebang, or the finest moments are distilled into a 3 LP set or a 2 CD set. And I think you're going to start seeing more archival releases from his estate. But this thing is spectacular. I listened to the entire thing last night, and it is, if you're a fan, this is a party.
The Petty stuff is great, but you've got stuff on here like you've got Gloria, you've got Louie, you've got Boogie Chillin', Honeybee,
Early Rock and Roll, Lucille.
Oh my God, yeah,
Ain't no Sunshine.
Dude, that's a banger right there.
And then of course, you've got Free Fallin' and
all
actually some of the what I loved is he did some of the early hits like Wild One Forever, tunes that you don't really hear them play very much. They even do this weird B-side Heartbreakers beach party. Someone yells it out from the audience, and there's some onstage dialogue. Do we know this?
What key is it?
And they do it, and it's
there you go.
It's really, really a fun record, and will remind you exactly why you love that guy.
I would love to hear their cover of 8 Miles High.
It's good, and Roger sings with them on that, so it's
awesome.
weird to hear their voices
together.
It's terrific.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about Black Friday record store day releases.
Let's do it.
All limited editions. Many will sell out on Black Friday, but we've got about 170 titles that are coming out. We're going to feature some of the ones that have arrived early. Many of these are anticipated and certainly cool. Let's kick it off. I think this is one of the cooler titles. Big Aha record, and this is Dream Widow. Anybody out there know what this is?
No.
Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
Don't tell me Dave Grohl's in this.
You know it. You got it.
Is he really?
So this is the album. This is the music
from the
Studio 666.
There you go. Okay, I knew that. Yeah.
And this is the album that the band that died while they were making it. This is the group.
This is the group.
Yeah, Dream Widow.
Yes.
And
it's a great name too.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Blood all over the master
makes
tapes,
sense, right?
there. Right. So another cool record store day related piece from Dave Grohl and company. And my favorite title is just for Christmas even, Come All Ye Unfaithful.
Yes.
So it should be fun. Great for Foo Fighters collectors, and just available on. And I will say, all the Foo related record store day pieces have been sought out, coveted, and
gone in 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Yeah,
so there you go.
For sure.
There's quite a few box sets, and of course, a lot of them are real classic rock.
'Tis the season.
Yes. So this is available on CD as a ongoing available title, but this is interesting piece. I love that they did this. This is Fleetwood Mac, the alternative collection. And what they did was there's so many outtakes from them making records that they assembled a unique album of alternate versions of all the songs from that record, sequenced as the original album. So it's like you're listening to Rumors or Tusk or the
whatever, self-titled
with different versions of those songs that are all, because sometimes it's hard for artists to pick what are the best versions of them. So it's 8 LPs.
My God, this is dense.
Yeah, 8 LPs, and then I think it's a 4 CD set. And so obviously people can't seem to get enough of this band right now. So there's live versions in the studio, demos, early versions. Sometimes they couldn't decide which version was the best to include on the album. You get it here. This is a very well curated piece, limited to 13,000 worldwide. It's going to go quick.
Jeez. Love that.
Another box set. Grateful Dead always has a box set on any record store day, whether it's record store day or Black Friday. And they continue to mine their 1972 recordings. You know, they put out like 100 CD box set of all their 1972 recordings because they had famously one of the first bands to travel with their own sound engineer that recorded all their shows.
Yep.
And they've been putting out these best shows from 72, which is arguably the finest moment in that band's career, the best era. And putting these out in the artwork is consistent with their famous 72 live album, which is regarded as one of their best. And of course, these are also coming out on CD, but the vinyl version is a limited edition for Record Store Day, Black Friday.
Live at Wembley Empire Pool, London, England. 1972.
1972.
Wow.
All right, let's get weird. One of my favorite guys, Captain Beefheart.
Oh, man.
And the Magic Band. This is his 7th album. This is Clear Spot. And basically they expanded the original album to another LP of outtakes, rough mixes, instrumentals. And, you know, if you're not familiar with Captain Beefheart, just one of the super angular weirdo guys of rock and roll that just didn't really sell records, but made records that made people think. And
50th anniversary.
Wow. 50th anniversary. Good buddies with Frank Zappa, and also a brilliant painter.
There you go.
Yeah. So fans will be looking for that.
Oh, and don't forget the.
It's embossed.
It's embossed.
It's embossed. Look at everybody. One of our favorite words here on the
embossed.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we're going to talk about this band a couple times today. Here's a picture disc. You see a lot of picture discs around these releases. This is Ace Frehley's Origins Volume 2. This is his covers album series. There's the Space Ace right there in his shades.
In front of Madison Square Garden, I believe.
Yeah, and you know, these have always come out in limited edition. They will do a picture disc from time to time, sell out quickly, and a bunch of cool covers on there. My personal favorite being 30 Days in the Hole by Humble Pie.
That's a great song.
But you know, one of the great guitar players, and I think the most likable member of that band.
Of that group, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Very funny. You've seen the Tom Snyder thing where he's just laughing like a hyena?
No.
And then you see the rest of the band just get angrier and angrier and angrier.
Are they like in makeup? Are
Yeah.
they? Yeah. Obviously, Tom Snyder.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I got to look that up.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Worth watching. A great TV moment with them. You know, and this time around, there's usually quite a bit of hip hop, and there's not that much hip hop or rap. But we do have Young Dolph, his Rich Slave album, Deluxe. This is this and limited to 1,000 copies for. I mean, he's a name. He's a popular artist. So
Absolutely.
the fact that there's only 1,000 of these LPs out there is kind of surprising to me.
Megan Thee Stallion dropping by for a track.
Sweet.
Love that.
And
Hey, Sharon, what do you know
transparent
about
blue and orange vinyl. So
That is cool, man.
yeah, those are going to go quick.
Nice.
All right. And then, you know, Ambassador of Texas, Mr. Willie Nelson, live at Budokan. There's a lot of live at Budokans out there. You never know.
And this is early 70s as well, right?
This is 84.
Is it really? Wow.
Which I mean,
okay.
he
Boy,
was
I wrong.
hitting it on, and this is his band that that stayed with him for years. This is his
right.
Yeah, man, Mickey Raphael,
Willie and family,
Jody Payne and Paul English, and
Mhm.
man, all the hits are here. There's a CD edition of this too that comes with a DVD of this performance, but this has never been available. So it's got all the hits. I'm sure fans are going to be very, very excited. And personally, I feel like, I love Willie's studio recordings. Me personally, my favorites are my go-to records of the live records.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to feel like it's a party on a Saturday night, Willie and family live, or that.
Oh man, I love this album.
I love this album.
I love this album.
This is a big record for me.
I remember buying this album.
Yeah, me too. So this is a deluxe reissue. It comes with a bonus LP. This is Jim Carroll band, Catholic Boy. Really big New York punk. I don't know. It's like he's like the punk rock leaning guy that all the classic rockers like close association with the Stones.
Yeah,
and,
punk poet kind of.
Right, punk poet. Perfect.
Yeah.
And went on to write the Basketball Diaries.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And, very, very literate.
I love the cover too, man.
It's in the streets of New York.
Yeah.
The cover's so great.
Yeah, it's classic. It's
and
timeless.
I don't think those were his parents. I think that's.
I don't. I never thought. I just thought they were random people. I remember buying it and looking at it. I never thought that.
So you get an extra album of outtakes.
Oh well, here.
Demos.
Okay, so obviously, art direction, Annie Leibovitz.
Oh yeah, she's taking a good photo.
She's taking a good photo or two, right?
And it's so 80s with the color. We're just gonna take a black and white photo and add some color to it.
Yeah.
This record is just killer. Wicked Gravity, People Who Died.
Mm-hmm.
You want to catch up to that guy? Just listen to that song right there. It's great. Catholic Boy is a great track.
It's a good album.
Top to bottom. A rock and roll classic.
Yep.
And man, I was thrilled that this next piece is coming out because I had forgotten that this even happened. And this is Joe Strummer from November 2nd, 1999. This is a live acoustic in-store performance at my friend Terry Courier's store in Portland, live at Music Millennium. And I think there's been other couple of live record store day pieces that were recorded at some of my friends' stores, but Terry's an incredible guy and a great patron for the arts and music, and I'm super excited about this piece. And
I'm guessing this has never been out on anything.
Anything. I didn't know that it was even recorded, but you get tracks from his solo records as well as a couple of classic tracks, Junko Partner being on there, and the great Joe Strummer of the Clash. Yeah. Something for the fans there for sure.
Wasn't there a Mescaleros box set or something? Did we talk about
there
that?
There was very recently.
There was a reissue.
Chris is holding it up right there.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Chris.
Birthday edition.
Another cool band.
Yeah, Soul Coughing. This band, I think they're kind of regarded as like kind of one hit wonder.
Sure.
But with the Super Bonbon song, but I will tell you, somebody puts on this record at work and everybody's just grooving for the duration of it. It's a great band, cool guitar playing, weird, out there.
Great sounds, great bass lines, great vocals, great delivery.
And kind of a radio staple of that era. It's kind of strange that this greatest hits has never really, or best of, I should say, has never really been available. Now it's available on yellow vinyl. Might come back later as a black vinyl piece. You see that from time to time. But very best of Lust and Phaze. We've done a couple in stores with oh my God, his name is the singer. I'm spacing out.
Soundtrack to Mary, such a good song.
Whoops.
Lazy Bones.
Yeah, cool group.
Yep, love these guys.
All right. I honestly did not even know that this record ever came out, but it's a 10-year anniversary of this record that Iggy Pop released in Europe, and it's all in French, which makes me think, or mostly in French, which makes me think that's probably
why is it him singing in French?
I think so, yeah, on at least a majority of the tracks, and lots of covers here, so it might have been kind of a one-off in that sometimes your American record company might decide, what, we're not. It costs a lot of money to release records and marketing, and the strategy that goes with that. So sometimes they just opt out of a release, and that I think maybe what happened here.
And if you want to hear him cover Yoko Ono and Cole Porter on the same album, this is how you do it.
Yeah. And I'm always interested in whatever he's doing. Singular voice and rock and roll.
He's fascinating.
And I think it's a self-portrait on the cover as well.
I was listening to Iggy the other day.
So I think this is kind of the, other than the Studio 666 related title, I think that this is kind of the important Record Store Day release for Black Friday. And this is the 40th anniversary of Madonna's first 12-inch Everybody. That's the original artwork. On the back, people might remember this, but this is the one that started it all. I mean, this was such a huge track, and they've done alternate artwork for it, and it's a cool piece. I really kind of feel like this track in particular, and certainly that debut album, there really weren't any records that sounded like that before that, and then afterwards there were a whole lot of them that sounded like that.
Yeah, for sure.
So cool pick of her, and all the Madonna pieces almost always sell out.
Oh, for sure.
On Record Store Day, they're always heavily allocated. We never get what we're.
That's back when she looked like Madonna.
Yeah, yeah. I never saw. I guess there's some kooky photo that she was posted recently.
There's lots of kooky photos of her.
Yeah. Okay. On the interwebs.
On the
interwebs. There's only a few soundtracks for this Black Friday. One of them being the Watchmen, and this one was
really cool.
This was supposed to be out, I think, last year, but production delays or whatever, it didn't happen. This is the first time the soundtrack's been available. I think on vinyl before. This is the first time they paired the score music by Tyler Bates with the song track of songs in the film, and
it was a groovy movie. I liked it.
You get My Chemical Romance, Leonard Cohen, Nat King Cole, Jimi Hendrix. That's what's always fun about these soundtracks is that it's very often a smattering of stylistically. I guess we should hold that the right way to create a mood in the film, and you end up with an eclectic.
Got a little Nat King Cole, little Bob Dylan, Philip Glass ensemble. Mm-hmm. Okay. Billie Holiday. And
Leonard Cohen Hallelujah mixing on there.
Of course.
It's got to be in
it has to be in every
one
movie.
Out of 5 films. You gotta have it in there.
And you have Nina Simone. Come on.
Yes, a cool piece. This is on, and this is tell us about the colors of the vinyl.
It is smiley-faced yellow vinyl, which obviously the yellow smiley face plays a, if you're familiar with the graphic novel or the comic, I guess we could call it. Please don't start lighting me on fire if I get any of those words in the wrong order.
Comic people afford us some grace.
Yes, please. We're doing our best.
We're doing our best.
The series was really good too. Did you see Watchmen the series? Was it HBO?
I did. I heard it was good.
Oh my god!
It's
fantastic.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah. Right. So comic fans,
here we go.
Will be into it.
Look at this.
This is a cool record. This is a first time on 7-inch. This is the the great Cheech and Chong.
Yes.
They're classic. They're Christmas classic. And this is some foreshadowing. We're going to be talking about a lot of Christmas records going forward.
Yeah.
This is their Santa Claus and His Old Lady.
Yes, sir.
It's from Cheech and Chong, and you got it on it's split green and red vinyl. I love this. You get Santa Claus looking for ringing the bell for some charity loot, and then you got Cheech playing the bongos and Chong playing the bass. P-bass guy.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's the true story of Santa Claus.
It is.
How it's
built
here. Very fun.
Except no substitutions.
And I'll tell you, it's been funny. All of the Cheech and Chong pieces have sold out.
I would imagine. Why not, man? I mean, this is freaking classic. So good.
Fun stuff.
So good.
And last but not least, and I say that because these are the smallest.
Oh, hey, hang on. We've got viewers. Hey. You guys are awesome. From Carmen Perez, thank you. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Lauren Jordan, very impressive. You are very impressive as well. Keep up the good work. We will.
We're gonna. It's a plan.
Quinn insists on it. It's a very high level of the quality level that he demands is very high.
A taskmaster.
He's just a taskmaster. Anyway, let's keep it rolling.
Okay.
What is this?
So these are the smallest offerings for Record Store Day, and there's usually a couple of them. 3-inch records, and no, you cannot play them on your regular record player. You actually have to have the 3-inch record player from Deer Park, and they probably released 40 or 50 of these things. There's one from Beck here.
It's a record.
And It's All in Your Mind. Again, these will sell out on records.
Looks like a postage stamp, but it's not.
Yeah.
What else you got?
3-inch. And then there's a series. Do you remember we did these in April,
Yep.
and they were wildly successful. Sold out immediately. And, of course, this guy's fan base is just nuts, and they seek out anything he's got. There's 3 different Czarface 3-inch singles.
That is cool, man.
And, yeah, the artwork is just terrific, right?
Yeah.
So cool. Always.
What do these sell for?
They're like $12 or something like that. They're
cool.
They're made in small batches and
They're-
expensive to produce,
made-
but they are a unique thing, and people really collect
People
them.
love it.
For me, I kind of felt like, okay, great. There's another format I got to worry about. Hey,
Right,
I don't
right.
Need, I don't need this. I don't need
Right.
this.
You're like, how do I get how do I play these?
Oh yeah. So that's a sampling of the stuff that's going to be next Friday. There's a lot. Again, 170 releases or whatever. Only a portion have shown up, but you're going to get. I'm just going to highlight some of the others. Name check them.
Let's go.
Cure, the Wish, an expanded version. There's going to be a vinyl picture disc, but also on that date, CD, expanded 3 CD set with tons of rarities and live stuff from that record, which is one of their great albums,
Right.
A late record. You get The Doors, Paris Beat Blues, which features an unreleased track, which they managed to find on a cassette tape and put it out along with studio tracks and live tracks. Doors fans are always out there. How about Duran Duran live at the Hammersmith Odeon from back in the day?
Yes, that's going to be good.
Durannies are going to be looking for that. You get an expanded Todd Rundgren 45 RPM audiophile edition of his classic Something Anything. Really kind of the high bar, high standard of engineered classic rock. A Snoop Dogg reissue of one of his classic records. A couple of hip hop things in there.
There you go.
For us, a huge deal in Texas. We were kind of conspiring. Gosh, does Cactus and Waterloo just buy up half buy the pressing and split it? One of the late Townes Van Zandt's, one of his late period masterpieces, At My Window, is available in a colored vinyl piece, and that record has not been available, I don't think, since it was originally released in the 80s.
And that's on Black Friday.
That is on
You
Black
can get
Friday.
your hands on it.
And along with Brian Wilson, Long Promised Road soundtrack, there's a David Bowie piece from remixes from his super great end of career Next Day album. More hip hop, Tommy Boy's Baddest Beats.
Oh, cool.
I just like to say that it's all the best hits from the Tommy Boy label. And
Nice.
I think this is the piece that people are going to be like knocking down the door. They're repressing this European only, currently very expensive if you find an original Motley Crue Girls tour EP.
Interesting.
For Black Friday, yeah. So people are really going to be looking for that.
So for first timers or folks that have never taken part in the record store day, what's the process? What happens on Friday? What time are the doors? How do you do it?
We open at the normal time that we always do, 10 a.m. We're going to start distributing tickets. We do a very orderly line, first come, first served. We start distributing tickets beginning this Saturday. Look at our socials for info on that, and your place in line will reserve your spots so that you have an opportunity to buy record store day. And that's the best way for us to manage it, so that people that are just wanting to come to the store to shop can
do that too.
Can do that too, while the people that are just here for record store day.
So first timers, again, you walk through the door, you got your ticket, you got your place in line, you come through here. Or do we find all of the record store day offerings in one area?
You're going to see me and Jonathan, and we prefer people to have lists, and we're going to pull them their items, and then they can keep shopping or check out or whatever, and go home and do what they're going to do. Is Black Friday for us has really become a great thing, as it's changed in the last 10 years to being less about going to the mega store and trying to get the cheap laptop or television. I find that our customers are just looking to hang out that day.
Yeah.
They've been with family. They're looking to hang out,
decompress a little bit,
chill out with music fans.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pick up a record, and we'll have a St. Arnold happy hour that day from 1 to 4. So you can come by, hang out with us, and have a cool, refreshing St. Arnold beverage.
There aren't other places in town offering you this deal. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah.
All right. So before we let everybody go, there's an in-store happening tonight, y'all, or this afternoon, 5:30. Again, it's worth mentioning. Starcrawler, right? Doing a
Starcrawler. I
Where
think
are
we
they?
got the record.
Doing a
Where are
special
they?
set.
There are they. They're crawling.
Boom. I love the singer's got kind of like a Hanoi Rocks kind of vibe going, which I love that. I think that's so freaking cool, you know. So maybe this is the kind of like the trashy renaissance of the Sunset Strip. Maybe we're gonna see you know.
I felt like that has been coming. I mean, I feel like we're in a
we're ready. We're ready for just a little bit of that, you know.
And you look at what the bellwether for that is. What catalog is selling? What are people seeking out?
Point, yeah.
And that is what is happening right now.
Good
People
point.
are really
well. Look how successful the Crew Def Leppard tour was.
Yeah, in the film and and
so that's. I mean, I think there's nostalgia around it, but I think there's also a younger audience for it.
People want more dirt in their rock and roll.
Exactly. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up because we've got stuff to do. I've got Christmas shopping I have to do. Quinn's got to get to his Pilates class. So you know the drill.
Gotta work on my core.
Yeah, that's you know I've been planking. You know I've been getting the plank in.
I feel like I've been walking the plank.
Good it is. Oh. Namaste.
You need to breathe.
I know we don't breathe enough, but we are hydrated. All right, so that's it. The deal. What's the website again if folks want information on all this good stuff coming up?
CactusMusicTX.com, but if you just search for us online, all of our socials have our Instagram probably has pictures and information for you.
All right, guys, that does it for us. Happy birthday to Chris again. We'll see you next week. Peace. We're out.